On 7 News tonight, shoppers flee as police move in when a fake bomb is found in a Caboolture shopping centre.
High-rise high schools coming to inner-city Brisbane.
Chilling video of the London attackers' last stand as friends pay tribute to Bayside's Sarah Zelenak.
Live from our Brisbane headquarters, this is 7 News with Sharon Gadella and Bill McDonald.
Good evening. It was designed to cause fear and it worked. The bomb squad investigated and eventually cleared a package made to look like a bomb in a Caboolture shopping centre.
But not before hundreds of locals were ordered outside.
People watch in confusion as police surround Caboolture Square.
We aren't sure, just like Kmart shut down and then 10 minutes later everyone out.
Reviewing security cameras and have the suspect on tape. Marley Hogan, 7 News.
To breaking news now, and 7 News can exclusively reveal a senior police officer is under investigation over his role in the supply of off-road vehicles to the Gold Coast. The Ethical Standards Command is reviewing whether Chief Superintendent Terry Borland had a personal connection or conflict of interest with a Queensland company over the supply of all-terrain vehicles for beach patrols.
High-rise high schools are coming to Queensland. Next week's election budget includes $500 million for the inner city's first new secondary schools in more than a century. The government says there'll be room for an extra 3,000 students in the next 5 years.
Back to school for photos and budget boasting.
It's going to be a new high school.
It's a very exciting day.
The Premier announced $500 million to help pay for 2 new high schools. Queenslanders go to the polls.
Arlena, the Premier has flown to Tasmania ahead of COAG.
Yes, Anastasia Palaszczuk is in Hobart for the first COAG meeting since December. She's aiming to put more pressure on the Prime Minister to back the Cross River Rail project, especially as budget day looms. But so far, Malcolm Turnbull remains unconvinced.
There was a tragic discovery in London's River Thames today, the body of a Frenchman who was the 8th victim of the weekend terror attacks. Brits have begun voting in a general election, with combating terror the major issue. And as Hugh Whitfield reports, the election will be close. But is there expected to be a change of government?
Probably not, Sharon, but the popularity of the Prime Minister Theresa May in Britain, there could be more uneasy uncertainty to come. Even if Jeremy Corbyn doesn't pull off a political miracle, the Prime Minister has been badly damaged and Theresa May could be forced to form a minority government.
In London, Hugh Whitfield, 7 News.
Queensland's legal community has questioned the version of events that led to the former Ipswich mayor being detained by federal police carrying $50,000. Paul Pasali says he's still too sick to leave hospital, but those close to him have told 7 News of his colourful plans for the future.
Katrina Blowers, 7 News.
10 people protesting against the development of the Adani coal mine have been arrested for refusing to leave the foyer of Brisbane's Commonwealth Bank on Queen Street. Others staged a vocal protest outside.
Woodridge parents accused of murdering their toddler had another child die in their care. Ben Murphy, were they charged?
No, Bill, but they did call... no, Bill, they were not charged over that incident, but the prosecution wanted to highlight that they did call emergency services during a bail application for Dina Bond today. Justice Brown did tell the court that the case against her is not strong.
Tony Orton has the weather soon. It's Board Wayne Bennett's selection bombshell before the Souths match and major career milestone for Carmichael Hunt.
Tonight's Sport Report is proudly brought to you by Ladbrokes.
Wayne Bennett has sensationally dumped star half Ben Hunt before tomorrow's match against the Rabbitohs. He's anointed Cody Nicarima and denies it's because of Hunt's impending defection to the Dragons.
While the Broncos take on the Rabbitohs in a Suncorp blockbuster, Hunt's set to become the Q Cups.
Yeah, it's the only thing that kills me.
Peter O'Dempsey, 7 News.
Injured Rabbitohs skipper Greg Inglis has just spoken for the first time since entering rehab for mental health issues, and he was adamant on one point. Carmichael Hunt's on the brink of joining football's elite. The Reds fullback will become a dual international after being named to make his Wallabies debut. The Lions host Freo on Saturday afternoon. Socceroos are buzzing before tonight's high-stakes World Cup qualifier against Saudi Arabia. and they must thrive under the weight of expectation. Tennis great John McEnroe has accused Novak Djokovic of tanking in his French Open quarter-final loss. Dominic Thiem disposed of the reigning champion in just over 2 hours in straight sets. Our fighting schoolteacher Jeff Horn is out to spread the word, introducing boxing to a whole new generation. There we go, plenty in sport.
Thank you, Paddy. Now here's a look at what's on Sunrise tomorrow.
Tomorrow on Queensland Sunrise, a major announcement about one of the world's biggest stars.
All will be revealed on Sunrise tomorrow.
Thank you, Koshi. Finance and Fuelcast are next.
And improving your eyesight in just 12 minutes. A pain-free procedure that could change your life.
And some wet weather returning this weekend. I'll have the forecast and Paul Burt with a look at the coastal conditions. That's next.
Tonight's weather report brought to you by Kia's 7-year warranty.
Today's main stories now, and 7 News has revealed Gold Coast Chief Superintendent Terry Borland is facing an Ethical Standards Command review over the supply of vehicles for beach patrols. Relief for Brisbane's bulging inner-city schools, with 2 new schools to be built, one in Fortitude Valley, the other in West End. Operators of a Gold Coast hotel notorious for badly behaved schoolies say they won't be welcomed back after recently completed renovations. And what a show, energetic whales frolic off our coast. Checking finance now, the share market has closed slightly higher, fueled by banks and healthcare stocks. They outweighed falls among energy, mining and industrial stocks. Locally, slight gains by Queensland-based banks, and Flight Centre was up 54 cents. Our dollar is buying 75 US cents. And a Fuelcast in the RACQ says we are entering the most expensive phase of the price cycle.
You squint to read a text message or hold the newspaper at arm's length? A short, pain-free procedure may enable you to put down your reading glasses for good.
From checking the use-by date of her breakfast yogurt to reading up on the news of the day.
Distance vision, the Sting, it costs around $3,000. Nina Stevens, 7 News.
Let's get the weather now. Back out to Tony Auden.
Thank you, Bill. Hello again, everyone. I'm down at Kangaroo Point tonight, where it's cooling off after another beautiful day across southeast Queensland. The story will change, though, in the coming days as we see some wet weather returning to our skies. But for today, not a drop to be seen. At the moment, it's cooled down to 14 degrees after Brisbane recorded a temperature range of 9 up to 22. Across the region, Ipswich and Beaudesert tried their best to get down to freezing point, but they just couldn't get there. Elsewhere, most spots reached 21 or 22 degrees today. Make that a cooler 17 up on the range at Toowoomba. Onto the chart, showers and storms have brought heavy falls to parts of the New South Wales coast in the past day, all thanks to a low and trough in the area. That's also pushing that colder air up into southern Queensland. Tomorrow, the trough weakens a little, so our winds will turn from southerly to more southeasterly. That'll increase the moisture in the air and introduce some afternoon cloud, maybe even the odd weak coastal shower into the mix. So around the capitals tomorrow, showers persisting for Sydney. It'll be wet there for most of the next week. Back to Queensland, not too much happening in the north. Southeast trade winds on the coast, but they'll be dry, so mostly sunny skies will prevail. Heading south, patchy morning frost is possible over most inland spots. Then a dry and mostly sunny day, though we'll see cloud picking up in the afternoon over the Downs, a top of 18 in Toowoomba. In the southeast, also some cloud picking up in the afternoon, while the Gold Coast could see a late shower. 23 there, 7 up to 23 in Caboolture. Across the suburbs, Kenmore and Sanford tracking for tops around 22 or 23, while Bayside suburbs should be a little bit cooler. So in Brisbane tomorrow, similar tonight with a minimum of 10. I can tell you it is starting to get a bit chilly now, then a partly cloudy top of 23. Into the weekend, showers are set to pick up on Saturday, probably likely late in the day, so no need to cancel your plans just yet. In Ipswich, a 60 or 70% chance of showers from late Saturday into next week as nighttime temperatures push into double figures. Now, Gold Coasters, there could be the odd pocket of heavy rain right near the coast from Saturday into Monday. Keep an eye on the forecast as you go. And on the Sunshine Coast, tops of around 22 or 23 amongst those showers to round out the weekend. Now let's go to Paul Burt. It's been cold on the water. How's it looking for the weekend, Bertie?
Well, mate, like you said, maybe on Sunday, just might want to don that wet weather gear coming through for tomorrow. However, we will see those winds light to start with. There's your coastal waters forecast for everybody at home. South-southwesterlies to kick it off, and then it'll turn more south-southeast as the day gets on. 15 knots. I think it might even get to 17 or 18. Play a major part, picking up any litter we see across the foreshores. Back to you guys.
We certainly can. Great message. Thank you, Bertie. That's all from us this Thursday. Thanks very much for your company.
We'll have updates throughout the evening, then sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:30 a.m. But from all the team, we hope you have a very good night.
Good night.